So, this is a new Sauron. Him in his beautiful form he's going to use to trick the elves. To recap, in Season 1, Elrond, Celebrimbor, and Strong Woman got duped by Discount Aragorn, who turned out to be Sauron. He revealed himself, then bounced, but now he's coming back in a new form to trick them a second time the exact same way. You'd think the three amigos would be suspicious of everyone they didn't know after this, but no. So, what's the plot of Season 2 of The Rings of Power?
Fool me once. Shame on you. If fool me, we can't get fooled again.
You would think The Rings of Power couldn't get any dumber, but they found a way. They're going to have Sauron come back in a new form to fool the people he already fooled, and they're apparently going to fall for this. I've avoided making videos about all the Season 2 rumors. I'm not interested in clickbait nonsense, and to be honest, I got tired of seeing everyone's, really just one person's, woke Rings of Power thumbnails. However, this isn't a rumor. It's confirmed that this is the guy who's going to be the new Sauron. Apparently the Anatar version, which Amazon technically doesn't have the rights to. The problem is that the idea doesn't make any sense. Like I said in the opening, Sauron revealed himself to Strong Woman in Season 1. We'll set aside how the most intuitive elf in history palled around with the dude she's hunted for centuries and didn't notice who he was. We'll let that go, because now they have to explain how this bitch is gonna fall for this a second time. At the end of the season, after they created the three rings for no reason, Elrond, Celebrimbor, and Strong Woman plotted on how to protect the elves from Sauron now that they confirmed he was still alive. So, having been fooled to their faces by someone they didn't know, wouldn't it be best for them to suspect anyone who randomly appeared? Shouldn't they be suspicious of everyone they don't know? Because that's the only way this plot makes sense. They must suspect everyone they don't know, and warn everyone they do know about Sauron, otherwise these will be the dumbest creatures in Middle-earth. You'd have to be an idiot to fall for this twice. Seriously, what in the holy hell is this plotline? Keep in mind, the showrunners had a year, maybe a year and a half to come up with something to fix the hot mess that was the first season. This is apparently the best they could do. Sauron comes back in a new form to trick these niggas the same way he did before. Somehow saying it out loud makes it sound more retarded. He put on a fake form the first time. Now he's going to put on another fake form, and they're still going to fall for it. There are no walls strong enough to handle the headbanging needed to make this make sense. Now, this is where the fake fans come in and go, but actually, in the books, Sauron put on two fair forms, so it's technically book accurate, you just don't like it because you're racist. And that would be a good argument, but for the pesky fact that when Sauron took on his first fair form in the books, he did it to repent for following Morgoth, not to fool the elves. When he was called to face the Valar, he fled instead of going to Valinor. He spent the next 1,200 years going back to his evil ways in the east and south, finally settling in Mordor. It was only then that he decided to take on a new fair form, Anatar, so he could manipulate the elves and later the Númenóreans. That's why they fell for it. Because it had been 12 centuries since they'd even seen this nigga. They didn't know who he was. Now, compare that to the Rings of Power, where at best it's been a couple of months, maybe a couple of years. If your mortal enemy tricked you into being his friend and then fled 5 years ago, would you forget that? Or every time you saw a new person, would you be like, "Are you him? Are you him?" This is so retarded, I'm gonna have to watch this. This is a train wreck in motion. I have to see this. My life will be incomplete without seeing how they fuck this up, because there is no way to make this work. Either the three amigos keep Discount Aragorn's identity a secret, they tell everyone but no one believes three of the greatest elves in Middle-earth, or people believe them but still invite this fool in, all of which makes the characters look dumber than they already look. Understand, this plot is so stupid you couldn't put it in a kid's show. If you put this plot in a kid's show, the 5-year-olds watching it will look at you like you lost your mind. It's that bad. He tricks them, then leaves, then comes back to trick them the same way again, and they fall for it a second time? No. Or, as they say at Amazon, The Rings of Power, Season 2. But what do I know? Well, I know not to fall for the same trick twice. I know that.